Alright, so I just got back from Nerd Christmas. You might refer to this as Comic Con. And once again, it was an amazing show. Like it is always. It was my 23rd Comic Con in a row. I've been going to these things so long. I remember when Jesse Falcon used to stand behind a fold-out table with like 6 figures on it. And I'd usually go there and bust his balls about the ones I didn't like and tell him that the ones that I did like were okay. So this year, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my Comic Con. And then at the end of the video, I'll do like a slideshow with some music for you don't have to listen to this annoying voice longer than you have to. So first off, I get there, I get in early, snapping pictures, and they happen to put this Rathtar out from Star Wars. He's like the octopus looking dude. I see it, I'm blown away. Here's the reason why. Because I'm a huge Star Wars fan, 3 3/4. I never bought into the 6-inch at all. And the 3 3/4 line, they haven't been giving it any love whatsoever. So when I see a cool figure like this, I'm immediately stoked. I snap a photo to post the photo. And then, I go about my way, and then all of a sudden I see that Yakface stole the picture. He did give me credit, so thank you for that. And then Toy Shiz stole it from him, which also, he still gave me credit. So thank you again for that. So that was kind of a cool thing. And because I took that, I'm talking to Dwight at Hasbro, talking about the new toys, whenever. And I'm pretty sure her name was Crystal, came up to me, and she's like, "Hey, are you TalkerArt?" And I'm like, I don't know what to say. I'm like, yeah, I guess. And either way, she goes, "Hey, you put a picture of my Star Wars toy up, and that toy's not supposed to be shown yet. Like, we can't show that to the panel." And so I immediately think, well, I need to lie, whatever. So I said, "Hey, I stole the picture from somebody else," which I'm pretty sure she knows that I didn't. So she goes, "Well, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to take down the picture." And I said, "All right, I'll take down the picture." And then she goes, she was super cool to me. And I go, "Tell you what, since you were so cool, I'll just tell you the truth. I took the picture, I posted it, went to Yakface, went to Toy Shiz, probably went everywhere after that. Either way, I took it down." And she goes, "Since you were being so cool, I'm going to give you a free Thor set or line pass." So I grabbed the Thor set, and there you go. And kind of the stuff that they showed at Comic Con this year, they had a big 6-inch display for Star Wars. I'm sure you've already seen pictures. Don't really do that, so no big deal. The toys, to me, were a little disappointing, and we'll kind of go over that. Mattel, they basically had this Batmobile, an RC car Batmobile. It's really badass. You can drive it with your phone. It smokes. It has hydraulics. You can put a figure in it. It's really cool. It's $250. I'm definitely going to be getting that. They're also making basically the same exact car, a little bit smaller, that doesn't drive, for $60, which I think is a really good toy because it looks like it should be about $150. And okay, so Mafex had a really good showing. Like they're doing basically the Justice League. And I thought that, these were, to me, they were better than SH Figure Arts. Really well done. They're making an Aquaman, but I'm probably going to get the Mezco Aquaman. I'm probably going to get their Cyborg. I'm probably going to get their Flash, because I'm pretty sure that Mezco isn't going to do the Flash. The Wonder Woman, I'm also waiting for Mezco. And the Superman, I basically already have that. And then they did have some Mezco toys at the Diamond booth. So they had another variant of Deadshot and Deadpool over there, and then some older toys. So I don't know if you got to see them or not. If you didn't, I'll have pictures within the video. And DC Collectibles, that was pretty much the biggest letdown for the show. I went to the panel. It was so boring that I left because it's just horrible. So I'm pretty much done with DC Collectibles. I think that they're over the animated line. They showed an amazing Joker card, which probably will never get made. They pretty much canceled all of their toys. So the DC collectible line, so they did the Icon line, and they get you to buy this brand new scale, and then they make all the core characters, and the whole reason why you buy into that is to get, at least me, to get new characters in my collection that I don't already have. So DC Collectibles, they basically get you to buy the same 10 figures over and over and over and over. And that's why I end up with about 80 Superman and 80 Batman. Because every line they do, there's a Batman and Superman in, and they just keep pumping them out. So DC Collectibles, like, they got a new line that basically looks like the Icon line, that now they're going back to like the bigger scale instead of the smaller scale. I think I'm just done with you guys. And then you're doing the Bombshell line, which I'm not really into the Bombshell thing. Like, I got a couple figures. I don't need a whole collection of Bombshell action figures. That just doesn't really do anything for me. They are doing the Batcave. Hopefully that thing will see the light of day for the animated set. Who knows if it will. It seems like all they really give a shit about nowadays is their statues. So really, there really isn't a good DC toy line. They're doing another Harley with the multiple faces. Comes with basically all the same shit that you have. She does come with an unmasked head. I might get that if it sees the light of day, but I'll wait for a clearance for that. Let me see what else we got. So they showed the Batmobile, the RC car. They had a little demo. The guy went through the spiel. He didn't drive it. I was thinking he didn't drive it because it didn't work very well. Some dude in the audience called it out, said, hey, drive it. He drove it. It went straight off the stage, broke the fender off. It was pretty funny. So obviously the thing doesn't work yet. Hopefully it works better than that. Either way, I'm buying it no matter what. And then he did put it on the stage, drove it back and forth. I'll do a little clip of video on that. The thing is really cool. You drive it with your phone. It's got a camera on the front of it. It's a must-buy for me, so you might want to check that out. Then let's get to Marvel Legends here. I went to the panel, and Marvel Legends is like, if you just started collecting Marvel toys 2 years ago, you're going to love what they had to show for it. I've been to Comic-Con 23 years. I have every Marvel Legend they've ever made. So when they just keep redoing figures, the line for me gets really boring to collect. Will I stop collecting it? Absolutely not. I'll buy every repaint, everything they ever do, just because I'm a sucker, and that's kind of what I do. So they're doing this Black Widow on the motorcycle. I actually love that. They're doing another Deadpool. It's a repaint. I mean, it's a repaint, but I do like that. They're doing another Cable, which is the end-all be-all of Cables. Like, they just did a Cable, and now they're making a really nice Cable. So it's kind of like they kind of got us, but I'm definitely going to buy it. And then on this Domino, I already have Domino. This is a far better Domino. So I'm actually really looking forward to that toy, even though I already have one. Then they're doing that Venom Pool. It's a new character in my collection. It's a repaint, reuse stuff, but I definitely do want it. And then they're doing these vintage lines. So the vintage line is basically, they put them on a vintage card. I'm going to open it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And they're slightly repainted to toys that I already have. So they got the Captain America with the shield, the scales, but they're not sculpted on. So it's like whatever, but I'm definitely going to get that one. And the Cyborg for, I'm sorry to bounce around, but my pictures really aren't in order. The Cyborg for the Mafex looks really amazing. It's kind of, it almost looks like it's real metal, so I'll definitely be getting that. And the cosplay is pretty good. It didn't really seem as good as it normally was, but there was definitely some pretty cool costumes. And going through, okay, they're making a Wampa for the 3 3/4 line, which I was a little bummed out when I first saw it because I already have one. Then I saw the toy and I was like, wow, that thing is really nice. Like, so I am looking forward to that. As far as the Star Wars 3 3/4, like, that line has just went completely flat for me. It's no longer fun to collect. And they just keep remaking all the characters that we already have. So once again, if you just started collecting a year ago, it's a great time to get into it because they're just basically redoing all the shit that you already have. Then they got a Gwenpool. I actually really like that toy. I thought it looked amazing. It comes with 2 heads, one that sticks a tongue out. It's a great toy. I was really happy to see it. I'm glad that they're making it. Spider-Punk, it's something that I never really wanted, but after seeing it, I realized that I do want it. Songbird, that was definitely cool. It's basically a repaint with a few extra toys. Comes with this big set of wings. I did like that a lot. They're making a Ghost Rider on a motorcycle, which I already have that, but this one's so good to where I don't really mind an upgrade. It just kind of makes me feel like my old toys are obsolete, and I don't really like letting go, because I like to love my old toys, but when they make toys this good, it's hard to like your old toys. All right, so here's where I'm gonna bounce back and forth. Here's where it got a little weird. So I'm hanging out at the Toy Biz booth, the Hasbro booth, Marvel Legends booth, and Sharp walks in. And now on my channel, I basically talk shit about everything. I talk shit about myself. I talk shit about other YouTubers. I talk shit about these toys. It's just kind of what I do. Like, I'm kind of the guy that's not really looking to get invited to the hot Hasbro breakfast. I'm not saying I wouldn't want to go. I would, but I don't always say the most positive thing. So I'm sitting there looking at toys. Sharp walks in. He walks up to me, and he's like, "Hey, TalkerArt, I check you. I follow you on Instagram. Love your toy room, dude." This guy is probably the coolest YouTuber I have ever met. Now, I know I've talked shit about this guy in past videos, but I've talked shit about a lot of guys in past videos. He went way out of his way. He probably talked to me for like 20 minutes. Super cool. Every 2 seconds, somebody would come up, shake this dude's hand, take a picture, and he'd just talk to me again. Like, this dude is fucking awesome. I'm sure you already know who he is. And I'm sure you probably already subscribed to his channel. I don't know if you guys have seen it or not, but if you haven't seen his video where he does the Marvel Legends collector, I saw that a long time ago, probably when he first did it. I subscribed the second that I saw it. That's probably the best video any YouTuber has ever did. As far as nerd related action figure shit goes, you need to check that out because it's actually really awesome. So the dude's super cool. He takes a selfie of me. He goes, "Hey, I'm gonna throw it on my Instagram. Maybe you'll get a little love off of it." Does that, and this one dickhead posts on there, "Hey, that dude talks shit about you, Sharp," which I do, but it's just all in fun. I'm not really trying to hurt anybody's feelings. So then who do I see at the show the very next day? It's Sharp. He's like, "Hey, what's up, what's up?" And I could tell that he's a little maybe bothered. So he just comes right out and says, he goes, "Hey, man, are you talking shit about me?" And I said, "Yeah, I talk shit about everybody. It's kind of my thing. It's what I do on my channel. I don't know if it's the right thing, the wrong thing. It's just basically you take these full-grown men that collect action figures, and if you can't make fun of each other, then I think we're taking this all a little too serious." So when I poke fun at other YouTubers that do reviews, I look at their collection, I look at how long they've been collecting, and I see them doing a review. And basically, a lot of them seems like they're trying to get invited to the Hasbro breakfast, or they're trying to get free toys, or they're trying to get something for free, because the reviews, to me, maybe I'm wrong, are very sugar-coated. So I'm not really trying to get free shit. I'm trying to give an honest review, which a lot of you think that I'm a hater, but that's okay. I'm cool with that because sometimes maybe I am. But here's the deal. If you've only been collecting for 2-3 years and you get these toys and you see how amazing they are, you're like, "Oh my God, these things are amazing. They're super fun to collect." So when you're over here looking at me, you're like, "God, that guy's bitter." Well, here's the thing. I've spent $200,000 on action figures. So if I judge this shit a little bit harsh, or if I judge YouTubers that probably have a collection that's worth $3 grand, that's probably why I do that. So either way, I see him, he calls me out, we hash it out. I still love this dude. I'm not personal friends with him, I'm not trying to pretend like I am, but he is by far the coolest YouTuber out there. I know I saw a lot of them down there. I saw Robo. I was hoping he was going to be cooler. It seemed like he was a little too cool for me, or maybe remembered the time I made fun of his minivan, but he actually doesn't have a minivan. Either way, I think D Amazing was there. I'm not real sure what he looks like. I just think that he was there. I would have liked to said hi to him, but a lot of these guys, they just kind of seem like they're too cool. It's like they forget that they're nerds. So anyway, that's my short story. The dude's super cool. Check him out. Back to Star Wars 3 3/4. They are making that tank, and it's full size. It's finally something cool. I'm really looking forward to that. Um, the Star Wars line itself, they're basically just gonna keep redoing the shit that we already have, so it's gonna get even more boring than it already is. And okay, Mezco, they showed a bunch of new toys. They showed the new Hulk and the new Thor. The Hulk to me was about an inch too small, but I hear that all the time. It's usually about 2 inches too small. But their toys were great. The Thor looked great. The Hulk looked great. I just wish that he was a little bit bigger. They're making a Lasher for Toy Biz. Here's the thing. I already got Marvel Legends. I already have a really good Lasher from Toy Biz, and it's not just some crappy repaint that they painted green and stuck some arms on it. So when I see a Lasher redone and it's not as good as the one that I already have, it's a little bit of a letdown. And then they're doing a classic Iron Man. That one I'm actually kind of excited for. I'm sure I probably already have something very similar, but I'll definitely buy another one. They're making another Medusa, and it's too similar to the one that we already have. So they're making a Medusa. It's going to be the second one we have. They're making a Black Bolt. It's going to be the third one we have. Do these people, do you ever think that maybe we want the whole Inhumans team? Why would we want 2 Medusas and 3 Black Bolts? And then the Medusa, the hair is basically the same hair as the other one. I want Medusa where her hair is just going all over, where it can hold a figure. Something cool. A little bit of a letdown on the Medusa. They said they're not making Strong Guy, which is something that I really, really wanted. So when they said they weren't making him, I was really bummed out. Maybe they're just fucking with us and they'll flip it and we'll get him anyway, because I really do want that action figure. They showed the Mr. Fantastic. I thought it was a little bit of a letdown because we already have Mr. Fantastics that are way better. They said they will be doing a thing. It'll probably be another year or so before we actually get the thing. It showed some images of some Black Panther characters. I couldn't really tell. They're kind of fuzzy. And another rip-off, so they're basically doing the same Thanos that they already did, but now he comes with the gauntlet. That's just kind of like a dick move. I'm never going to sell my toys, but it would be nice that if my old ones were actually worth something. So if they just keep redoing all my old shit, it just makes my collection worthless, and it's just kind of a kick in the dick. They are making a Nerf gun, which I do have a few Nerf guns, and this one is a Deadpool theme, so I definitely will be getting that. They're making a Build-A-Figure Apocalypse, which we already have the best Build-A-Figure Apocalypse ever made. He's 16, 19 inches tall. He's amazing. This one also looks amazing, so I am a little bit excited, but when you already have one better, it's hard to get crazy excited about it. Then they're doing this Defenders 4-pack, and this thing, to me, was a huge letdown. So basically, you get the same Iron Fist that you already have shirtless, so that's okay. Then you get the same Luke Cage that you got in the Thunderbolt set, but you probably missed it. I'm looking at him right now. He has a different belt. Okay, he's a little different, but not different for me, because he's expensive on eBay, which I like. I was around when he first came out. I got him. It's nice that he's worth a little bit of money. So now when this new one comes out, the old one will probably be worth about $5, and it's just and then I have 2 figures that basically look the same, and it looks like his belt's different, and that's about it. They're making another Daredevil. The paint on it is really flat. That looks really cool if the toy actually looks like that when it comes out. And then they're doing another Namor, which I really like the vintage Namor that we already have. This one is supposed to come with a bearded head and a non-bearded head. So I was a little bit bummed when I first saw it with a non-bearded head. When they put the bearded head on it, I actually thought that was pretty cool. The Black Bolt has this cool lightning effect coming off of his fork. His mouth is open and he has a blue tongue. I already have 2 that I like a lot, but this one's definitely better, so I guess it is an upgrade. We're making a new Build-A-Figure Lizard. Now this is I got tons of really nice lizards. This one is probably going to be the best lizard in my collection. It is a really nice toy. I was kind of excited. I would have rather had a new character. That didn't happen. Then Mysterio. I like the old Mysterio better than this Mysterio. This is a good toy. They did the dome right. I don't like how he's all green. I like the yellow gauntlets. I know this is probably what he looks like now in the comic books. They're finally doing a new magic effect. Like, hopefully they're done with that stupid wrist thing. The circle, I hope that's over with because that thing really sucks. And they're doing a new X-23. We already have her. That toy sucks. So this is a big upgrade over the old one. Then they're doing a Deathlock. I already have the other one. This is an improvement over that. I was a little excited, but I mean, I already have one, so it's not like it's a new character or anything. And I think that might be about it. Black Widow on the vintage card looks okay, no big deal. And then they're doing a Wolverine with the hood down, the cow up, and it's not the one that you want. It's another brown and yellow one. Like, heaven forbid they do like the classic one. So I mean, this one, I feel as if I just bought that toy. So that's kind of a rip-off. You know, we got out a little bit. We went to that Skull Island thing across the street. Got some pretty cool pictures of that. You know, you can't just sit there and look at action figures all day, especially when you got your family with you. She spent a lot of her time in the Lego line trying to come up on one of those free little Legos. And she did, actually. So I guess that was pretty cool for her. To me, it's just a lot of time in a line. And Mezco, they showed the Homecoming Spider-Man. I actually thought that was a pretty good toy. I don't really like the Spider-Man Mezco toys that much, even though I get them. I just feel as if the fabric isn't tight enough for them. But on the Homecoming one, it actually looked pretty good. For DC Multiverse, I thought their toys were going to look really shitty, and I actually seen them in person. I don't know if we're going to get that one that I actually saw. They actually didn't look too bad. And as far as character selection goes, they're doing like the Parademons. They're doing some cool shit that you definitely want. They're doing that weird crab thing that walks around. It looks like a cheap toy, but it's a cheap toy that I'm probably going to get in my collection because it is kind of cool and it probably won't cost very much. So they did have some cool characters there. I saw the costumes. They put those out for Black Panther. I actually thought those are pretty cool. Hopefully we'll get toys of those costumes. That would be nice. And then they're doing the Hydra 2-pack. So basically this is just a bunch of retooled shit that I can't wait to get. It comes with like 6 heads. I'm going to buy at least 3 of these. Yeah, it's retool. I'm sorry. It's just a bunch of shit we already have repainted. And I love it. So that's it for the toys. Let me show you what I got. I know this video is probably getting really long. I went ahead and picked up the new Aliens. I had them on pre-order at Big Bad. I basically order everything at Big Bad, and then if I see it first, I just cancel my order. Some Predators that I missed. I went ahead and picked these up. I got the Prometheus figures. They had a good price on these. Went ahead and picked up the whole set. Something I haven't been able to find at Toys R Us. This Arnold, the exclusive. I mean, it's Arnold. It's for Predator. Can't really go wrong there. I don't do Ninja Turtles, but I just thought that was a really cool alien. Went ahead and picked them up. Canceled my order with Big Bad. Found this down there. The Superman. And then I also found the Batgirl. Grabbed that. Like, the prices were actually really good. Went ahead and picked up both of the Mezco toys. I mean, I got a love-hate relationship with this company. I love them because you can't see the joints. I hate them because they look like pajamas. And I also hate them because I missed out on that classic Punisher. So, who knows? Maybe they'll make another one. Probably won't. But I wish that they would because I really want that toy. My buddy Broccoli hooked me up with the set of these. So we'll get into that later. I found this down there. $45, no tax. Thought that was a pretty good deal. I actually found this on the way down there. I got this A-Force team. Really looking forward to this. I thought this was a great set. A few new parts, a lot of repaints, but you're getting like a ton of, like, what, 5 new characters. That's unheard of. So I'm actually really stoked for that. And then, of course, we got the Thor set, which Crystal hooked me up with. Thank you for that. And I can't wait to get into this. So that was my Comic-Con. These are the toys. Let me know in the comments what you want to see first. I will get to all these. It's probably going to take a while. Shart, if you're listening, sorry about talking shit about you. And like always, thanks for watching.
good way to guide yourself through life.
Really, I've been seeing her image around. It's always just kind of neat quality to me and justice.
The courage and the bravery along with the independence is a good quality to have too.
I like that she's
with the jump mode. That just gives us an extra
she's a great role model
Yeah.
for women and men alike. Just kind of set the tone and let girls know, young girls know that they can be anything. They can be powerful just like a man.
And I'm going into a field where a lot of men are predominant, like archaeology and anthropology, and she makes me feel like I should too.
She's talking about actually as the secretary of Justice League, and then she just,